People that rent houses sometimes are looked at as second-class citizens.
They're very expensive to keep warm.
The idea that people want to tear these houses down makes me really depressed and upset.
I assumed that I would be here for the rest of my life.
These houses were built just after the war. They were put up quite quickly. That's the design of them. They're called Airy houses because they were designed by Edwin Airy, who actually was from Leeds.
These are uprights, all concrete uprights. They're about 4 inches, 4 by 6. They go all the way up to the roof. And these tiles are dropped on, and they've got 2 hooks, and they hook over one another all the way across.
Well, we found out about this in September last year through a leaflet through the door. It seems to be that people think it's the norm that you want to buy your own home and own your own home. Well, some people just can't do that. They're not in a position to do it. You should be able to sign some sort of contract that says that's your home and you make it your home for as long as you want it. I can think back to when my mum was young. They got a house, they rented a house. It was a council house. They were told that they could have that for life. That doesn't happen now. I mean, we've lived here 13 years, but it doesn't give us any more rights than it did 13 years ago. We can be turfed out of here on a 2-month eviction notice. I do class us as just about managing. We both work, me and my husband both work, but some months things are tight and you have to not do something.
We lived here approximately 60 years. We brought a family of 6 children up. We've got numerous grandchildren, great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. The original house was supplied by the coal board. The rent was paid via as wages, which was how much? 5 shilling a week.
8 shilling at one time, yeah.
So we
Before they sold them.
A full day's work down the pit was very, very difficult, and it was very hard and strenuous, and it was shift work as well.
I had a garden for my children, and when I were in Leeds I didn't have a garden, it was just a street house, so it was lovely when I first moved in, yeah.
And the houses are very, very cold in winter. It's like living in a garage, concrete garage, unless you've got the heating on fully. But apart from that, you know, the houses are adequate, they're big enough.
I feel like there's been an element of letting the estate get into disrepair and look untidy and not necessarily be up to modern standards to make it easier for the properties to be sold. And I do think it was part of a long-term plan. I think they make really lovely family homes, that they were built to be family homes. The rooms are a nice size. With a little bit of repair and care, these could be good homes for lots of families for many years to come. That's what this estate was for, families like us.
This is my house and I've lived here all my life.
So like a nice community, like people like help you if you need it.
We've got a field over there, we've got a woods, and then we've got like a mountain bike place as well. And then if you go further down, we've got a rugby pitch and a football pitch to play.
It's a bit sad really, because we've grown up here and this is basically all we like know to where we live. Like if we move places we won't be able to like see each other as much.
They've had a fortune out of me in rent, which annoys me, when the house should have been ours. So, what do? This country's going to dogs. They've no, the government that's in now should have made it so the rent, it can't be as high as it is. There's people paying fortunes out for rent.
I mean, when I moved here, I thought this would be the last time I would ever have to move.
Yeah, I did.
I thought because this house was part of a whole estate that was owned by a company, I assumed that I would be here for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
as well.
we
I
all
thought I
did.
was going to be here for the rest of my life.
I think everybody on the estate felt like that, actually. That this was going to be their forever home.
Yeah,
But apparently not.
no.
Well, Pemberstone, which owns that housing estate, said in a statement that all tenancy agreements will be honoured and it's unlikely that any residents will be expected to vacate their property and leave the estate, just because of natural turnover.